What's happening, folks? Comedian Pepper Lamb here. Are you ready for this week's Pepper's Picks? That's right. Week 3 action. This is the football show where we let you know who's going to win, who's going to lose, who to sit, who to start. Meanwhile, making fun of everybody and everything NFL in between. Let's get it going. As always, we start out with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Last week I went 8-8, which is, it's all right. We can always do better. That puts me at 17, 14, and 1 on the season. So the good. Right now I'm 2-0 on my for show games, and I'm also 2-0 on my upset specials. That's pretty good. I told y'all that Seattle was going to handle business in Pittsburgh and that LA was going to handle business at home. The bad, I'm 0-2 on Thursdays so far. Thursday games are always weird. They're always something goofy happens, and I was wrong last week too. The ugly, my Bengals. I blew it. They played great in week 1, and I figured at home, it was their home opener. It's like 42-17. It was just ugly. Bengals, come on. Stop making me look bad. Get it together. Now let's get into this week's picks. Thursday night action. Hopefully I get it right this time. We got the Titans at the Jaguars. The last time the Titans played the Jaguars, Henry went off for 200 and something yards. He was like 240, 260, something like that. So I don't think Jacksonville's going to be that bad. They've got Tennessee -2. I'm going to go ahead and roll with that. Jackson's got some turmoil on defense. They don't know if they're going to ship off their best dude for draft picks or what. I think that affects their play. Their quarterback, still nobody knows his name. So I'm going to go Tennessee -2. Cincinnati versus Buffalo. Because of the way my Bengals played, I don't think they even deserve to be taken. But they got Buffalo -6. And I'm like, it's a head scratcher right there. I think Cincy's going to cover, but I wouldn't count on them covering, especially after last week's performance. Maybe they better on the road. So confusing. This is so confusing. Let's flip for it. See who we got this week. Parliament double disc. Tear the roof off. Tear the roof off the mother. Tear the roof off the mother. Tear the roof off the mother. It's good. All right. So heads, we gonna take Cincy plus the points. Tails, we gonna take Buffalo at home, basically by a touchdown. Heads, I'm rolling with my Bengals. Miami versus Dallas. Look, the spread is 21.5. That's disrespectful. That's American Idol judge disrespectful. Like, in the early rounds where they come out and they're just like, and Simon looks at him like, why are you in my office? That was kind of an Australian accent, not my English, not my best English. I can do English, but we'll figure it out. Either way, Miami is garbage. So we're going to go ahead and take Dallas with 21.5. That half is bothering me, but I'm going to take Dallas because Miami has shown nothing so far this season. Denver versus Green Bay. So Denver has shown flashes of being all right, but they not going to do good on the road in Green Bay. I'm going to take Green Bay and the points. Atlanta versus Indianapolis. Look, the Colts have a great run game, and Atlanta has a horrible run game defense. So I'm going to go ahead and take Indy at home -1.5. Ravens versus the Chiefs. Look, this is the game of the week. We're going to find out if the Ravens are for real, and we know the Chiefs are for real. The problem that the Ravens are going to run into is that Patrick Mahomes is the cheat code. He's a video game. He's got over 400 yards and 3.5 touchdowns every game so far this season. That's like, even if the Ravens play good, he's still going to have 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Chiefs at home. Oakland versus Minnesota. Minnesota at home. I take that. They're going to run all over Oakland. 200 plus yards rushing. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. Sorry, Oakland. Just get ready for Vegas, man. Just get ready for Vegas. Jets versus Patriots. This is another disrespectful spread. -23 for the Patriots. That's real disrespectful. That's like when you ask your mom to buy you some Fruit Loops at the store and she come back with Fruitios. The hell's a Fruitio? Anyway, the Jets, they not gonna do nothing. The quarterback has mono. Like, he already has a giant head, and now it's full of disease and sickness. And yeah, that's not. He's not wearing a helmet. His head is just that big. Jets lose. The Patriots cover the 23. Carolina at Arizona. Upset special. That's right. I look, I think I might be wrong about AZ and the little dude Kyler Murray. They are fighters. They're fighters, and I think they're gonna get their first home win this year against Carolina, who doesn't know if Medea is gonna show up for the game or not. New York Giants versus Tampa Bay. And I know I said I wasn't gonna pick Tampa Bay no more, but they playing the Giants. No more Eli. No more chances. Detroit versus Philly. This is my for show game. For show. Philly by 6.5. Detroit should have been deported a couple weeks ago, but they won last week. It was weird. They only won because San Diego had their punter as a kicker. Like, that's like trying to use your fork as a knife. It doesn't work very well. So that's the only reason why Detroit won last week. And they're going to go to Philly and, lose for sure. Speaking of San Diego and their kicking situation, they're going to lose at home to Texans this week. Y'all might as well call Charlie Brown to kick for y'all. That's ridiculous. You lost to Detroit. Now you're going to lose to the Texans. Y'all favored by -3.5? Nah. Texans on the road. Pittsburgh at 49ers. No Big Ben, no wins. Sorry, Pitt. New Orleans at Seattle. Look, Drew Brees is gone. They don't play well outside, but Drew Brees is gone. So I believe in Bridgewater. I think it's going to take them a couple weeks to get it together. So I'm going to still take Seattle at home for this one. LA Rams versus Cleveland. LA all day. That's not even the question. I know Cleveland won Monday night and they looked okay, but they was playing the Jets and they had a dude with a glitter watch in the game. And finally, Monday Night Football. Chicago Bears versus Washington. Look, man, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay awake through a Bears game this season. It's a good thing that here in Hawaii, Monday Night Football comes on Monday afternoon. So I can take an afternoon nap. Bears on the road. Now it's time for the fantasy football sit and start. Quarterbacks, don't take none of these new dudes. I know every year somebody gets hurt and there's some magical new guy that fills in and they're solid. And that's not this year. That is not this year. I will tell you actually to go ahead and take Bridgewater though. You want to pick him up, put him in there. He's going to have a good game this week. I still think it's going to take a couple of weeks to get him fully acclimated into the system. But he's your best bet of any of these new dudes having any chance of any success, period. As far as running backs go, sit my Bengals guy Mixon. They playing Buffalo. They got a stout run defense. Also, keep sitting anybody you got from the Chiefs. They doing this committee deal, and I think they had 40 yards rushing last week. And I'm pretty sure Patrick Mahomes had more than that by himself. So stop it with the Chiefs running backs. If you want to start somebody, start with your Cook, your Mac for Indy, and Henry. Henry for, he had millions of yards last time he played Jacksonville. So if he even has half of that, that's going to get you a whole lot of points this week. As far as wide receivers, do not start anybody from Oakland or New York Jets. They're playing great defenses this week, and they're horrible. So stop it. Cut it out. I know y'all just cut it out. Stop it. As far as wide receivers, you should start Goodwin for Tampa Bay and Cooper Kupp for LA Rams. Solid games. My surprise sit and start. Sit Phillip Rivers. I know he's a top quarterback. He's a top 10 fantasy dude every year. Yeah, they playing the Texans this week, and he's getting old. So sit him. Surprise start. Somebody's getting old but still balling. Larry Fitzgerald for the Cardinals. That's right. Fitz is still in the league, and he's still balling. Start him this week against Carolina. Thank you once again for tuning in to Pepper's Picks. You can catch me at Pepper Lamb Comedy on any social media platform except for Snapchat. I have things to do in life. I'm not young. So yes, you Pepper Lamb Comedy on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Catch me anywhere. Catch me in life. Deuces.